How can one born in the pit of life's struggles see past their own existence? When you have naught but a brass penny to your name, what truth can you know save hunger or the desire to survive? Power breeds malfeasance. Your kings and queens squander lives like pawns on a chessboard. It is no wonder the darkness fills your heart so. Soon nothing will exist without the taint spreading like a wildfire. Most that can see it ignore it. They shut it in a box in the mind. But no box is closed forever. The mantle has fallen to me to right the world's wrongs. No other will combat it. No other will see it done. The pyramid of society must be rebuilt, brick by brick, stone by stone. But first, we must knock it all down. I'm sorry for what is to come, but before rebirth, there must be death.
There's a part of me that regrets more than just the decisions I made that brought me here to this place in time. The storm keeping us from the seas felt like a sign, like I'd made yet another mistake by not leaving with Dryden when he offered. I was so sure Zavis and Devnet would agree with my logic, that we had to stick together, the four of us. But I found myself torn once again between decisions that would affect more than just my own life. I lost my family because of my decisions. My sister nearly lost her life because of me. She lost her other eye. Zavis and Devnet had to go on the run, and when I last saw them again, Devnet lost her arm. I dragged Dryden back into my mess, and then I just abandoned him after he saved my life. That debt repaid. The Justakar still comes for me. I'm constantly faced with the decision to run or fight, but I can't do it alone. I'm weak. My use is with my skills as a doctor. Perhaps it's time I learn how to fight.
All I ever wanted was a quiet life, travelling, enjoying the world. Yet nothing ever goes the way we want, does it? If it did, that happiness would fade. Nice strife to compare it to. In the last few months, I've seen more combat than I have in decades at a time. I never wanted to be a good killer. Enjoy a good brawl as much as the next dwarf, but I just wanted to sleep with beautiful women, play music, entertain, and get paid for it. Yet, here I am, travelling from one murder to the next, justified or nay. Yet, life keeps on moving. It takes a great deal of running just to stay in place. So I run and run, and despite it all, I'm still happy. I don't know if that makes me broken or just odd. Perhaps so much bad makes the good all the brighter. Perhaps I should have just given up off the get-go. Nay, the lassie did kill me if I stopped making use of me silver tongue. All I know now is that I want to be happy, and make others happy too. I suppose maybe these hands can bring folks happiness, even if clenched into fists.
Okay, welcome to Chapter 5 of Season 2 of No Peace Until Death. And we're going to get into it pretty quick here. Where we last left off for Eiry and Zavis was them remaining behind in Mr. Audrey's home, with Zavis bleeding badly and very injured. And Ayla has recently left the company of Rothmere and will be introduced in a short moment. Give me a sec. And my music's messing up as usual. Okay. Zavis, you're resting in this hammock, blood soaking your shirt, lying on your side, or you're going about cleaning up the wound the best you can. Why don't you guys go ahead and roleplay what this looks like from your perspectives?
Yeah, for sure. Zavis lays there, watching through half-open, stuttered eyes as he writhes in pain here and there at the slightest touch. The wound's rather deep and quite painful. The terrible grog that he did have available was not really helping much compared to as if he had some proper spirits. But nonetheless, he laid there, groaning in pain as Eiry did her work. So, how long do you think it'll be until I'm back up again?
I'm not sure I would do anything anytime soon. Eiry is she's focusing mostly on trying to make sure the wounds are cleaned and dressed. She's putting some sterilizing fluid over the more grievous wounds, and she's also stitching up anything that needs to be stitched. Every now and then she'll kind of prompt Zavis to take another swig just to make sure he's, numb enough. Or she'll, whenever she's done with one area, she'll patch it up and put a bandage around it just to make sure that it won't get irritated with any sort of movement.
Yeah, as you're treating his wound, you kind of, you're stitching up a fairly large gash in his side, and as you kind of push on that area, you kind of feel as you push, blood just comes up through the wound, and this tells you that he has a ruptured organ beneath. Now we can do your healing hands roll. It's his ruptured spleen is already stabilized, but to treat it, you need to go for the difficulty is a 14, and I've already worked out how long it'll take. You'll be fully healed in 3 days due to your body, Zavis, but until then you have -2 to your stun. Right now, if she's unsuccessful in treating your wound, you will have to make a stun save every 10 rounds, or just keel over.
Cool.
Okay, so healing hands?
Yeah, healing hands.
Yeah. As you do so, Zavis groans in pain, and the blood bursting forth from inside. That didn't feel well, does it? Didn't feel like it's good, at least.
Yeah, how does it look as you're able to stabilize this wound or treat it?
She's applying clotting powder to help prevent more blood loss. She's going in and making sure that whatever is ruptured is dealt with delicately as she puts in some care into how she's stitching to make sure that things are put back together, and that when she does end up closing the wound, it basically won't continue to bleed internally.
Yeah, so she stitches you up and maybe wraps your stomach to keep everything compressed or whatnot, and kind of lays you back down on the hammock. It's a painful ordeal, Zavis, but you're able to drink enough grog where it's at least somewhat bearable.
Zavis groans again as the last of it is wrapped around him, pressure quite tight on his abdomen. As he breathes rather painfully, he kind of leans back. Oh, for fuck's sake. Damn it. I can't even remember the last time I actually took a blow like that. Hell, I don't know if I've ever taken one that bad.
It's been quite some time since I've seen something as extensive as this. You're gonna have to,
Drink more fucking grog, aye.
well, that, she's putting some numbing herbs on some wounds before she closes, or bandages it up.
I'll have to make do, be careful, aye. Unless, well, those fuckwits come back again, but I'm sure Dev and her fella are going to deal with that fine. I hope you'll be fine. Damn it.
I think we'll be fine. Just as long as you don't overexert yourself.
I ain't too worried about me or he'd patch me up, but fuck knows. I wish I could have gone with him.
They'll be fine too.
Right. Well, last time I thought things would be fine, I'd lost her fucking arm, so... I suppose that's not fair, is it?
Eiry falls a little quiet at that, her lips pursing, as she makes sure everything is patched up and like all the bandages are secure, and then she just kind of sits back and looks towards the window in the direction that Devnet had left. And she just kind of seems to drift off with a thought.
And as you look out the window on the other side, behind your head, you hear sounds like swirling energies. What sounds like birds chirping. And from that side, a very large circle appears. Through the other side, you see 2 women, 2 men. One looks to be older. One with a hood, another with reddish hair. And coming through this, almost a portal that has appeared near the door to this room, steps to Zavis, a very familiar elf. She wears her garb slightly off the shoulder, her hair falling over her shoulders. She steps through this portal, and as she does, it closes behind her. And Ayla takes a look around the room, smells it, smelling the blood from Zavis, the alcohol that's in here. Hey, my. Don't you look worse for wear there, Zavis?
Zavis looks up, rather surprised to say the absolute least, but in no condition to actually get up by any means as he leans forward and winces. What? How the fuck are you here?
Eiry, at first, with the first appearance, she obviously is on guard. She stands up and kind of places herself between the newcomer and Zavis. And it's not until Zavis actually addresses Ayla that she takes a step and observes Zavis's expression, even through his, management of pain.
Zavis looks fairly confused and concerned as he looks over Ayla. Kind of this disturbing sense across his face as he looks her up and down. How the fuck did you get here? You go through that damn well.
No, Zavis, I didn't go through any type of well or anything like that. Certain magics have recently been gifted to me. It's able to find you quite easily. And who's your friend with the red hair here? And Ayla looks up and down at Eiry, her gaze lingering on the woman's figure.
So what kind of would Eiry be able to like tell based on like how Ayla is presenting herself? Does she seem nefarious or anything?
There is a certain confidence about her. Zavis definitely noticed that was not there before when he first met her. She stands with her head held high. She crosses her arms, and there's this kind of smirk that remains on her face. Her eyes half lidded as she observes Eiry and Zavis. Maybe a bit unnerving, but she has of this air about her, this air of beauty that surrounds her.
Eiry points a bloody finger over at Ayla, so as she's looking at Zavis and addressing him. And who is this?
This is Ayla. Ayla, this is Eiry. Like I said, what the fuck are you doing here, though? What, did asking you teach you how to make a portal or something?
No, she didn't do that. Unfortunately, things went a bit sour with Ellie. And he unfortunately met his demise when all of you left.
There's a bit of genuine, not quite grief on his face, but almost guilt. Kind of looks like, well, I'm sorry for that. You were looking for them for quite a long time, from what I understood.
67 years.
Well, my condolences.
I'm not here for condolences, Zavis. I was actually here for you and Definite.
What do you want with them?
I need them to come back. And Ayla looks to Eiry.
Eiry's eyes narrow at that. You're being quite vague.
Last time we talked, you sent us off, so what exactly is going on that you need us for?
You remember the stories of the bald gentleman, Carnifax, that we told you? The one who
The
captured
fucking psychopath or whatever you went on about.
It's him. He's building some sort of army, I think.
What?
He's a danger to the world at large. Zavis.
Yeah,
We don't
well,
do something about
it doesn't exactly tell me why you're here for me and Dev. Does that?
I need you to come back so I can work with you and Definite. Eventually, Rothmere, so I've been to him already. Need you to come back and assist me in defeating Carnifax. I can't do it alone.
Well, still. Sure, there are better people than a dwarven bard and a fine archer such as Dev. I mean, well, he kind of frowns at that. Once archer. But still, she turned down his offer. We didn't want anything to do with that Carnifax fella.
You might not want anything to do with Carnifex, but if he's left unchecked, unfortunately you're going to be dealing with him at some point. I need allies, Zavis.
I apologize, but can I get filled in here? Who's Carnifax?
Carnifex is another mage like myself. Dangerous one. Creating things of flesh. Using other mages to create them and make them. Creating absolute horrors under his manor. Using his wealth to send witchers after us.
Just another psychopath in power. Doing what all psychopaths in power do, abusing it.
Well, okay, that still doesn't explain why you're coming for Zavis and DevNet. Are like, what if they're wanting to fight an army or whatever this man is planned? Or is this your army? No offense, Zavis, but it seems quite odd.
Well, I'm assuming, one, you know other people that you can contact to bring into this mix. And two, I need people that I at least think I can trust. I'm of course speaking to others about fighting them, but this is bigger than all of us. And he needs to be stopped.
I suppose I could see some points, but... Exactly, and as he says that, he kind of thinks about it for a moment. Looks down at some of the other scarring that's now wrapped. Oi. Tell you what, you fix this up for me, and we'll get a move on right about now. Go help Dev out with getting a ship, and then we can go on about our way, alright? We'll see what we can talk about then.
You can see a bit of a grin again spreading across Ayla's face. I can't do that, unfortunately, Zavis.
The fuck do you mean you can't do that? You did it before.
I've lost the ability to heal people.
How exactly does a mage suddenly not be able to be a mage? You just opened the fucking portal.
Ayla looks down at her hands and puts a hand, same hand on the dagger that's to her. Unfortunately, when I killed Elian, there is a corruption within him. Corruption that now drives me to kill Carnifax. And
Face kind of twists as you mention that.
Oh, so you're saying that you want to go up against this Carnifax who's building an army because of a curse, a personal thing? You're putting Zavis's life in danger for your own.
You fucking bitch. Let me speak.
Give me a Zavis and Ori. Can you give me an awareness roll? I think it's awareness. Right?
Yeah.
Under intelligence, yeah. Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna whisper you guys something. You guys can continue to talk.
Cool.
Okay.
She continues. Look here, it's not just because of this curse that's going on, Eiry. It's also because he's done me very, very wrong and done many people wrong. He's sacrificed many a people to create these abominations. He's gonna destroy Mar, kill hundreds if not thousands of people if left unchecked. I just have more motivation now to destroy him.
Wait, Ayla.
Well, knock yourself out.
Well,
What?
hush now. Wait, the fuck do you mean you killed him? Why the fuck would you kill him?
He asked me to.
Why?
Because
You just
he
found
was-
him, for fuck's sake.
You think I don't know that, Zavis? He asked me to kill him because the corruption within him was going to kill him soon enough. And he needed someone to continue his work. And because I loved him. I did it.
Zavis looks Ayla over. You're fucking mad. Was, I guess, fucking mad. That's not love, that's obsession, Ayla. You don't pass something like that, corruption, a curse, a yearning to kill someone onto someone, as your dying fucking wish. That's not right.
Unfortunately, that's how it is.
So, I'm guessing that you're not gonna leave unless Zavis, agrees to whatever you want.
Well, if he doesn't agree, this entire thing was pointless. For two, I can still find you, Zavis, wherever you go.
Is that a threat, Ayla?
Not a threat, a statement.
As you guys are talking, there's a sudden bang, 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 bang on the door.
Zavis looks up. The fuck is it now? For
Eiry
fuck's sake.
gets up and walks over to the door. She doesn't open it, but she waits for any sort of response from the other.
Just open the door. Quick.
She opens the door. Recognize it's the owner of the place, right? I forget his name.
No, it is.
It sounds.
No, it does not really sound like him. It sounds like that guy had a very I don't know what's piratish accent.
Oh, right.
This guy's
okay.
got a very gruff.
She's not gonna open the door yet. She's just she's gonna kind of press herself against the door and say, "And who is this?"
Someone that bears you a message.
All right, we'll give it.
It's in a letter, and I have a head in my hand. Literally. Killed a man on the steps here.
Killed a man. Leave the message right on the threshold and leave.
Nah. And just suddenly you go flying as there's a boom at the door, and just like this tidal wave of force just throws you across the room, and you crash into the table. And stepping through is a man that looks like this. And you see his hand is up towards the door, and you notice that he wears two swords as Dryden did, and in his other hand is a head of a man. He's holding it by the hair.
Do I recognize the head?
No. It looks like maybe a pirate. You're not sure. He just says, "There's men all around here looking for you."
Who the fuck are you? And why the fuck should I care at this point?
Careful now, Zavis. You're speaking to... I'm assuming Ayla knows, based on the sword.
I mean, you would be able to pick him out as a witcher.
Yeah, just careful to Zavis. Speaking to a witcher like that.
Yeah, Zavis groans as he pulls himself out of the cart. Aye, well, we had to kill 2 fucking witchers already, so if another's coming for our goddamn heads, it's too fucking bad.
He looks over at you and just kind of gives a slight sneer. Looks like if you trip, you might bleed out.
Aye, I fucking might. What are you gonna do about it? Fucking take me head off with the sword? I've no better to do, it seems.
He looks over to Eiry and walks over and reaches down, extending his hand to her. Here, let me help you up.
Eiry hesitantly accepts the gesture, but you can tell that she's at first she'll reach out her hand and then pull it away and then reach it out again. So you're a witcher?
Yes. An expensive curryman right now. He turns and looks at the door broken and frowns, and tosses the head back out into the rain. I'm here to deliver a message, a letter, as I said.
What's your name hired to kill us then?
No, I don't kill people unless they ask for it.
Well, the last two witchers who come didn't seem to follow the same idea.
I bet you kill monsters though, don't you?
Stern stay there. If there's enough coin in it.
Unfortunately, I don't have enough coin to send you on to Carnifax.
Eiry kind of at that, like she just, her hands go out from her body and then fall with gravity, like in a sort of gesture of silent disappointment.
Well, Carnifax is no monster name that I've ever heard of.
May not look like one, but he's making them.
Just some fucking mage mad with power, like any other, it seems.
Well, I don't usually kill mages either. He looks at Ayla. They're more fun alive.
Ayla smiles widely to get. Aye, you offering?
No time, unfortunately.
Eiry steps up and sighs, "What's the note?"
He nods and reaches back off his belt and pulls a scroll and hands it over to you. I think this is for you.
Oh, all right. Thanks. Do we owe you anything?
No.
Well, I'll read it if you would, Eiry. I'm gonna, don't bother with me. I'm just gonna go bleed out out here. As he kind of sits back under the cat gingerly.
Eiry gives the Witcher a skeptical glance over. She's not quite. Can she get a read on if this is actually why he's here before she?
You can try a human perception.
All right.
And I also added a handout to you only in case you want to read this and not divulge it.
Oh, okay.
It should be under theme handouts. You should see that folder now. It's just his letter to Eiry.
No, I don't see that.
Scroll down. It's in your journal. So scroll down. Okay. You should see it. It should be near the bottom.
There we go.
Got it? Okay. Yeah, you think he's, from what you can tell, he's telling the truth. He's pretty blank-faced and...
difficult to read.
Yeah, but you can't see any deception.
Yeah. Zavis is going off the fact that he didn't fucking kill us in ambush by this point. That he's probably not here to kill us.
Eiry, she'll study The Witcher for a second and then open the scroll. She's gonna glance it over first before reading it out loud. Dearest Eiry, I'm sorry to have made contact through a Witcher, even an acclaimed one such as Geralt. But traveling for me is an impossibility. Unfortunately, the Justicar let's hunt you are imposters. She looks over at Zavis at that, kind of confused, and then looks back down at the scroll to continue. The Lords of Verdun do not know who you are, let alone want you. Well, I suppose that's good. You must avoid them at all costs. I hope your sisters are safe, as I could not locate them, but you, dear child, have made interesting friends in these last few months. I wish I could... she pauses for a second as she's trying to understand who's writing it. Obviously, she hasn't gone too far. I wish I could see you face to face. Come to my keep in... Oh, wait, how do you say that?
Brogue.
Brogue.
Mm-hmm.
Come to my keep in Brogue, quickly but silently. They will be on the lookout. Trust no one except those you have known, for they began their hunt. And I burn this letter after reading it. Lord Waldemar von Verks, rightful king of Burr. She puts the scroll back and looks over at Zavis, incredibly confused, and over at Geralt. You came all this way for this lord?
I was hired by an emissary of his. There's some sort of disturbance in North Verdun. Danger. Don't know what it is. I just came from the south.
Well, it is odd. But you tell me, Geralt, why exactly should we believe anything in that letter? I don't suppose you have an idea if this is true by any means.
He shrugs. I have no idea. Like I said, just paid to bring it here. A tidy sum.
Ayla chimes in. Oh, that sounds exactly like where Carnivax is from.
What, the north?
Aye.
For fuck's sake.
So, oh, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, no, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to ask, does this, like the Lord or the area ring a bell to Eiry?
I mean, you know that Brugge is like southeast of Verdun. That's about it, really.
Okay.
Yeah, I presume Zavis, he doesn't really have any recollection.
Yeah, you could give me a pretty difficult, like, I don't know, let's see, education roll.
Sure.
Like a 21, maybe.
Yeah,
you know
no
Brugge
fucking
is,
idea.
but you don't, I've never heard of this guy.
I have no idea. Seems just as likely to be a trap to me.
Eiry shakes her head. I don't know this man, and he's looking for my family. He's looking for me.
No fucking idea. It sounds like it's written as if he knew you, eh? Doesn't
Could
make
have
much
been
sense now,
front.
does it?
It seems like he's been checking up on us.
Apparently. Though, I don't know why exactly he'd want us to come to his place, unless it were, fuck's sake, it could be a million things. I'm not sure. But to me it sounds like a damn trap.
Geralt kind of gives a, don't know. Tells you to be careful on one hand, then wants you to pick you up on the other.
Well, if anyone is willing to trust me when I was talking complete bullshit, that's the type of thing I'd write.
I don't see the point, but whatever you think.
Well, apparently they want Eiry quite bad, so either the letter's true and he wants to help us, or the letter's lying and he wants to take us. One way or another, it means marching quite a ways away from here when we're just in the process of procuring a boat that could do the same thing.
Eiry looks at Geralt, who's still present. Is your price also to make sure I get there?
No, didn't have enough money to secure that.
She nods. Well, that's a relief.
He just stares at you blankly.
Well, seems kind of like they wasted your time. Why'd you take the job?
Had enough money for me to just drop off a letter. Easy work.
I suppose. Not exactly every day people see the fucking White Wolf delivering mail, though.
Well, if you would have heard about what's happening on the islands, maybe I'll take a boat when this storm has passed. Make some real coin.
What's happening on the islands?
Yeah, Zavis's eyes turn quite keen. The fuck do you mean?
Oh, bloody storm that's ravaging them all.
Damn it.
They say there's leviathans and krakens and all sorts of tall tales. Regardless if they're true or not, can get hired out there.
I know he's plenty of work out in Skilligat. But the tales will go on for days, storm or nay. But, well, there certainly is a storm. Fuck's sake. Well, Eiry, you want my bet? I say we keep fucking going.
I agree. I'm not really sure what to make of this letter. It doesn't... None of this really rings a bell to me.
Right, well, if he can afford to send a white wolf to send you a fucking letter, then I'm sure he can afford to send one to Skilligat after you. And elaborate.
She then gets another thought, looking between Ayla and then to Geralt. How did you find us?
There's the question.
He shrugs. Just asked a Justicar where you were. They said that they were heading in this direction last time that you were seen.
Well, if they were able to get an idea of it and you were able to find us, then it won't be far after.
Well, they told me quite specifically another Witcher told you were coming this way.
You've heard... Eiry pauses, and as she realizes... You mean... I don't know that he would have said anything. Would he have? And she looks back at Zavis.
Zavis just shakes his head. I don't fucking know at this point. My head's ringing just about as much as the fucking storm is. So, well, maybe he did. Eiry. You know how it is with him. He's a bit off in a few ways. Perhaps they paid him quite well. I don't know, but one way or another, this is what it comes down to. And besides, he was acting quite odd.
A look of disappointment is cast over Eiry's face, and her posture slumps a little. It's very evident that the idea doesn't really sit well in her mind. It seems like between this mage and the Justicar and whoever else, getting away is an impossibility.
Nay, once we get to Skilligat, things will be a bit easier. We'll have half as much trouble there, I'm sure.
Oh, I don't believe so.
And why is that, Ayla?
As you're talking, Geralt goes over to the window and is kind of looking outside idly.
Well, I'm sure many things are gonna keep following you to Skellige no matter how far you run.
But in Skilligat, we have allies. Glanbrook won't let Ken go taken quite so easily. And besides, I'd love to see this fuckwit that's after us try and sit there and sail to Skilligat and attack after us. They've no law of theirs out there. That's our turf.
Ayla crosses her arms, and you can see wrinkles her nose slightly as she looks. So you've decided then. I'm assuming you're not going to stay and to assist me to try and save those who are being sacrificed.
Well, as you can see, I'm not quite in any kind of shape to do that, am I?
Geralt
Ayla.
turns around and interrupts. You might have to be. There's something out there coming.
Eiry goes over to the window. and looks out.
You look out, and it's not what you expect at all. You see these 7-foot tall men, maybe, kind of shambling down the road. Let me just... One sec. Look like this.
Oh boy!
And,
does Ayla recognize this?
well, if you look out over his shoulder,
Yeah.
you see something very similar. Geralt's like, fuck. And
What is it?
What's that?
Oh, it's one of Carnifax's creations. Interesting that it's all the way out here.
For fuck's sake, so what you're saying is you come knocking on our door, it's not like fucking door, is it? But nonetheless, drag them here to us.
No,
seems.
I don't drag them here to you. They're becoming everywhere. And like I said, it's gonna be a big problem.
You expect me to believe that you happen to show up and, what is it, fucking 10, 15 minutes later, a fucking monstrosity is apparently marching up to us.
How about I just leave then?
Geralt
Fuck's sake, Ayla.
looks at you and says, you should worry about arguing later.
Well, they get plenty of things to fucking worry about later. Zavis says he gets up and grabs, scooping up his 2 knuckle dusters from the cot he was laying at.
Eiry she puts a hand on, like, not forcefully, but not gently, just kind of placing it on Zavis's shoulder. You cannot fight.
Oh, as opposed to what? I'm not exactly going to be much use laying in bed.
Eiry
And-
looks over at Ayla. Do they have any sort of senses? Will they know that we're here?
I don't know.
You start
You
to
going
hear
to
the
help me?
screams of people in the streets, and they're kind of fleeing towards past this area south. At this
Well, if you're
point,
not
it's
gonna be
fight
any
to
help-
die.
Oh, I can just leave.
Well, why don't you? If you're not gonna-
Alright.
No. Fuck's sake, Ayla. Chose the worst damn time to come asking for help, you know that? Listen, I don't know what fucked up shit you and your lad got up to. But tell you what, I might help you out.
No,
You get us the fuck out of here.
you will help me out.
No. What about Devnet?
Right, that's the concern now.
She's out there.
Well, first off, Witcher, I'll give you a decent bit of coin. You go find my friend. Half-out flash, ears cut short, missing an arm. Make sure she's safe from those things and I'll pay you well.
He looks you over. You don't look like some sort of lord.
No, but I can fuck one right well and they'll pay me for it, so go on.
Do you need money up front? How much you want?
How much you got?
Yeah, Zavis reaches into a pouch and tosses it to him. There's 55 to start, and I'll pay you another 100 once we have Dev. Depending on how many you have to kill, I'll earn you more.
Now give me a persuasion roll.
Alrighty. Oh wait, that's crafts. Oops. I forget it's empathy. I think charisma, but yeah.
I think there's a actual persuasion.
There we go.
There we go. He frowns. You're gonna be paying me till you're an old dwarf.
Well then, kill as many of them as you can, and we'll see how long we can keep the deal going, right?
You better start to get out of here quick.
Right. But like I said, make sure she gets out fine. Oh, and she has some fucking lad with her. He's no concern as long as she gets out, but it'd be nice if you helped him too.
He looks at the 3 of you. Am I gonna come back to all 3 of you dead, killing each other?
Nah, we'll be fine. Tell her that Isla found us, and we'll probably find her soon enough. We'll get to cover. I'll trust you on this one, White Wolf. Right?
Mm.
And Zavis offers a hand to shake up towards him.
Mm. He shakes your hand. Fine.
Well, we'll show him what fucking legends are made of, lad.
He looks to the women and gives a slight bow. Sorry we didn't have more time to get acquainted.
If you give me your hair, we'll have more next time.
Get the hell away from me. And he steps away and walks out.
And Ayla looks to Zav. Yeah or nay? You gonna come to me again?
Well, coming to you is a whole separate thing. You'll have to pay for that. But hey, I'll fucking help you out. Now get us out of here.
Come with me. We'll have to walk. Unfortunately, I can only take myself in a parcel.
For fuck's sake.
As
Come
you
little
look
thing.
outside, you see 3 of these things approaching the house. You see Geralt kind of rush past one, cut it down pretty quickly as he kind of runs by down the dock, leaving 2
He's looking-
outside.
He does make quick work of it.
Well, I suppose that's why he has stories written about him. Let's go.
Ayla will make her way outside. And so mad that I can't teleport more people.
Oh, the woes of a
Sucks.
mighty powerful magician.
You can't heal, you can't portal. What are you here for?
Just do your hair. Oh yeah. Before they leave, she'll approach. She does help Zavis up, but as she does, she puts a hand to the back of his head and pulls out some hair from the scalp,
Fuck's sake, what was that for?
so I can keep track on you.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Goddamn fucking mages.
Gotta keep you good to your word, Zavis.
Mm.
She will help him outside.
Okay.
Yeah, Zavis does his best to walk on his own, but nonetheless has a bit of a stagger, keeping a hand to his side. Although the brass knuckles are on both hands, he is still just shirtless, just covered in wraps at this point.
Before, well, I guess as all of that was going on, I'd like for Eiry to have gone ahead and put an arrow into her crossbow.
Oh, yeah,
and
sure.
taken that
For sure.
just because she knows she's going out into the fray.
Yeah, as you come out, you see people run by, and then these 2 creatures kind of look at you, and they just begin to walk towards you. And let's just do initiative.
Ayry's quick.
Okay,
Zavis wants to punch some fucking golems.
Oh man,
go ahead, Ari.
do I even try? Okay, so Eiry is going to try to hit that one.
What's the range on your crossbow, just so I know?
Let me see
That
if
should
I
be on
wrote.
there. It is
Oh, no.
100, so I don't think that's right. Hold on.
Yeah, it says 100 on my.
Yeah, let me see. Let's see if that's right. Oh yeah, it is 100. Okay, so he's 20 some away, so that is close range, so no modifier.
All right. Oh wait, how many
Yeah, you can do
actions
it.
do we get?
You would get one. Shooting a crossbow is just one, and then you
Right.
could use stamina to re-roll or reload. Sorry.
Yeah. And this is close range?
Yes.
How far away are they?
I think it was like 30 or something.
Nice. Go ahead and roll me.
Oh yeah, I forget the fucking range in this system. It's
a
like super,
D10.
super, super short.
D10.
It's if you click on yourself, there's or in your combat menu, it should say crit plus fumble, or just a D2, whatever you want to do.
You did it.
Mhm.
Well, maybe. I mean, we'll
Maybe.
see.
So it's a
It is a 16,
24,
actually.
and they're gonna roll
Oh,
dodge.
24? If this guy fucking crits,
Yeah.
I'll fucking die laughing.
No.
Hey.
That's a
Yeah, you
hit,
did
so
it!
that's a critical too. Let's see.
Congratulations.
13 critical.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult critical, so he takes 8 damage immediately. You hit him in the torso. Let me see here.
Does it have monster resistance?
It does. But the 8 is from the critical. There's no resistance whatsoever to that.
Cool.
So, let's see how that works. Bear with me.
It works very painfully for us.
So armor's 5. So you did how much damage? 12. 12 minus 5. Okay, 7. So that's another 3 damage. When the monster stuff is. So yeah, how does it look as your arrow just hits the thing in the chest?
Eiry, as soon as they get out, she raises up the crossbow and honestly, with as bad as she's been going, this is probably just a fluke. This is something where as she was raising it up, it just happened to fly out and hits square in the chest and lodges itself into that flesh column that's across the way. And Eiry, kind of eyes wide, kind of shocked herself that she actually hit the thing she was almost about to aim for.
Yep. Do you want to use stamina to reload?
Absolutely. How much stamina
3.
does that take?
I got you.
All right.
I
Oh, thanks.
deducted it for you. Zavis, you're up.
Alrighty. Yeah, Zavis is going to go ahead and move. Oh yeah, fuck! I forgot how short the range is. Yeah, he'll move up here in front of Eiry.
You can always charge.
True, yeah, but I mean, with that distance, the chance of them being able to close that quickly is pretty low. So he's gonna sit up kind of in front of Eiry, down below, so that she can aim over him, and he's kind of ready for the first one to come over. And he kind of looks to Ayla. Well, I hope you can fucking do something with your magic here.
Oh, once they get closer.
Do show me.
And you're done, I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's Zavis.
Ayla.
Ayla is going to prepare some magics for when they get within 10 meters. Because she can not hit them at this point.
Let's see. I keep forgetting that rule.
Yeah, they're far.
It's the rule with like holding damage or holding actions. I can't remember what it is.
I think it basically puts you to just under theirs, or something along those lines.
Yeah, holding action. Let's see. You can go later in the round, so you just go after them. Is essentially so. Okay, they're gonna go, and I'll put you after them in the initiative. Okay. So they are running. They start running. Can move up to there. The guy moves right there. This guy moves there. That's their action as they run. Ayla, you're up again.
Perfect.
Yeah, and you can
So the
move
first-
and then do something too, right? So if you need to.
Well, she's gonna take a. Actually, he's at perfect range there.
Okay.
So the first thing I'm gonna cast is. We'll see how it does actually. We'll do the annual wick. My best spell.
My.
Okay.
If you fucking botch this, I'm just gonna be so angry.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
Is there fumbles on spell?
Oh,
cards?
yes,
I
there
think
there
there is.
sure
Oh
is.
no! Oh, you're right.
Go
Oh,
and
yeah.
roll.
Very
Go and
good.
roll D10. See how far down it goes. Okay, you're 9. Hold on 1 second.
Anal Witch. Oh no. You miscast the Anal Witch.
Oh, it's casted, but something else happens.
Bad times. Bad times.
Uh-oh.
What element is that?
I think it's
Oh,
water, right?
Goodness. Yeah, it's water. And they would do resist magic.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't even hit. You just okay. So forever you fumble by, so you
They-
did a 7. So you take 7 damage and you're frozen. How does that look? And I'm keeping track. That's your
Oh.
second fumble.
That doesn't hit them? Like, they have to
Mm-mm.
still roll.
Don't think so.
To resist magic, yeah, to see if they get hit or not.
Magic fumble. So let's see. The magic that is already partially through you ignites inside you. Not only does
Okay.
the spell fail, but you also suffer
Oh.
an elemental fumble effect as noted below, which was what I just said.
The frozen?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you see Ayla reach out her hand, and you see the magic start to ignite inside of it. And all of a sudden, her fingertips start turning blue, and you see her demeanor shifts from the smugness to one of surprise and horror as her fingertips turn blue and start to freeze. And as it starts to work its way up her arms to her chest, just washing over her.
Now you can try to break free with a stamina of 3. It's a physique check versus a DC 16.
Oh my.
Oh
my God.
1 sec.
Otherwise, I'm gonna have to apply the penalties, and they're not nice.
How buff is Ayla?
Not. Oh, it's only 5 stamina. So for 3 stamina. And sorry, what was the roll again?
It is a physique roll. I believe it's
And
under
that's
body.
Body. Oh, I'm gonna use luck.
Hmm.
Please do.
I'm gonna use 3. Oh no.
Yeah, you are like just kind of almost stuck in place. Not quite, but you know, it's just like you're moving in slow motion. Okay, so you have -3 speed and -1 reflexes now until you break free or.
Okay.
All right. I believe it is Ori's turn again.
Eiry, seeing not only Zavis move, but Ayla in her situation is gonna slightly get a little concerned now that she's got the arrow put into place in her crossbow, and the sudden realization that she might have to to be the one to save the day. With her luck, she's gonna look down at Zavis. You better not break any of those stitches I just put into you. And then she's gonna loose another arrow at that flesh golem.
Yep. Okay, 12. He's gonna try to dodge.
Uh-oh.
So it's a hit.
He did it! You're doing it so well!
Yeah, that's a normal hit. Right? It's not over 7. Yeah, so 16 damage minus 5.
Although it's half-half, right?
Yeah, it's half. Hit the leg too, huh? Yeah, so it's going to be 16 minus 5, 11, halved. We'll just say 6, and then halved again, 3.
Oh my gosh.
Damage. That's something.
So when
You did
Eiry
something.
actually hits, it's
The poor girl.
hitting damage.
She can't win.
Yeah. Would you like to spend stamina to reload?
Absolutely. Okay. And can she also say,
Yeah, you can do. Yeah.
we need to get out of here?
Zavis, you're up.
Yeah, Zavis kind of sees the bolt level into this thing's leg and it not barely move it. As Ayla even covers herself in frost and ice. And he curses under his breath. God fucking damn it, Ayla, I was counting on you for this. Eiry, move. And he is going to...
Yeah,
Oh,
or
you know what,
you can still move. Actually, you're up to your speed if you want.
I think
Yeah,
she's going to wait on Zavis though to move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Zavis is making for like motioning for you to go this way, like go somewhere, out of range of these things. Do these things seem fast?
No, they don't.
Yeah, Zavis kind of looks to Ayla and Eiry. Alright, fucking move. And, but he's going to... he's going to stay there, kind of covering their asses.
This is just so they can see.
Yeah, for sure. Big dive. Big juke. But yeah, Zavis is going to delay.
Okay, after them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, this one charges you and attacks. It just rears back with a fist and swings at you.
Oh yeah, this is Zavis's whole dealio.
Where the hell is that? Okay, there it is.
Yeah, Zavis will attempt to kind of brass. Where is it?
You can just be able to just
Defenses.
use your brass knuckles and it'll roll the
Okay.
brawl skill.
Oh, and defend. Okay, yeah. Yep. As he'll attempt to parry, as he basically tries to knock the fist aside with his own armbar, kind of.
So did you actually parry? It looks like you did, right?
Yeah.
Instead of so
Or is it parry? Or is it?
Well, it depends.
I forget which is which.
So parry makes them not stunned but staggered, which you just did. So it's now staggered.
Oh, okay, cool. If I can mix up the
I think that's
things, let me double check.
yeah, he's staggered.
Yeah, because I think he has better parry than he has dodge, even.
Well, it gives you a -3 when you parry. So
Yeah, it's because his brawling is so high, it's still higher. So yeah, he basically, the thing brings its fist down towards him, and he kind of brings his fist and kind of strikes the thing's arm in the side, tossing the fist away from him and off course as it misses.
I'm going to say it's just out of range of Ayla charging. Alright, they're both done.
Right. Yeah, Zavis kind of shouts again, "Fucking move, you two!" And he's gonna.
Wait, I
attempt
think
to
it's
blade
Ayla's
this.
turn. I don't know how that got...
Yeah.
I think it got switched around somehow.
Zavis delayed.
Oh, but so did... Oh, so you both delayed. Okay, so I'm gonna...
Well, I delayed.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you
forward.
after Ayla then. That's fine.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
That voice, does it say anything else?
Um...
Oh my.
Whatever it's talking about doing, she's going to attempt.
Okay. Let's see here. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
I had this in my head, but I didn't write it out, so I just gotta look at something. Okay, go ahead and roll me a 1. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Oh, this PDF is so jacked up. I don't understand why it does this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1d5. Or 1d6, actually. Go ahead and do that. Okay, what's the bottom one? If I could see. Okay, mixed water. So, go ahead and use your same spell that you used last time.
All right, I'm gonna put a luck point into it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
That'd be 21. I don't know why the modifier didn't pop, but 21.
Okay. All right. It's so it's resist magic, right? Yeah. You're doing the one in front of you.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Ayla's just kind of looking at it, terrified. Ooh.
Oh, barely.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going to triple the damage, and then go ahead and roll me 4d6, and you're going to triple that as well.
Ooh. So 30 and 36. 36 for the stamina drain, and 30 for the damage.
Wow.
What did you say the stamina drain was? Sorry, 36?
36 total, yeah.
So, as you do this, Zavis, or you might not notice it exactly, but you see, I'll let you determine, you see basically her neck, these black veins just pulsate and travel up into her chin and her jawline and into her forehead, as almost all her face is blackened, as all the veins almost seem to light up in this dark, eerie visage. And as she does, this thing just like, you see just flesh just fall off its bones, water seep out of its pores, like almost like dumping a bucket.
Ayla, she raises frozen blue hand, and you can hear her scream out in an elvish, magical language as her face blackens, eyes go white. She makes a twisting motion as the flesh golem looks like it's almost being wringed clear of its fluids.
And then you can spend stamina to act again if you would like. This will be normal.
Sure. I'm gonna do it again. Actually,
Don't fumble this
I
one.
can.
You can do anything.
Barely.
Attack
I can.
things.
You got it. Just
Wait.
don't fumble more. It'll be fine.
Hush.
$17.
Yep. Okay.
It's not too bad. Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything this time. You're just kind of, that first time when you cast this spell, it was like, kind of expended you for a moment there.
And Ayla, still slightly frozen, she huffs and looks to the others. I don't know if we can get out of here now.
For fuck's sake, I can see where you needed the help. Zavis will
Oh,
go.
Shots fired.
Hey, I specialized in it, so it makes sense. I literally did. So yeah, he's gonna go in on this one with his brass knuckles. Oh my! The kitten from inside the shack is attacking also. Yep. So here's the first one. I go for a fast strike. Brass knuckles. Random location on the boy. 24.
It's gonna try to parry, or just block actually. He's staggered though. I think that gives him. Let me look what that does. But oh boy.
Oh no! He very blocked it.
Oh my god.
Well, unless he rolls like a 1. That's not a 1.
Yeah, he's staggered though. Hold on, let me see what staggered does.
Hopefully it drops it by 4.
I think it's like 2 or something. But
Shame.
yeah, it's -2.
Yeah, so it doesn't quite land.
Yeah, it just kind of like flails at your arm, hitting it away. Go ahead, you're up.
Yeah, Zavis then goes in for another blow, trying to get this thing back and away. Actually, isn't there? I think there is a thing for that, isn't there?
Maneuver or something like that.
Ooh, yeah, I'll go for a push kick.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's pretty fucking sick. Only do half damage, and it always hits torso. But it, oh, weird. It says instead of doing damage, you can attempt to kick it back, but it says it deals half damage. So I'm assuming it's half damage. And it always hits torso, so I'll go for that.
Yeah,
I'll go for a push kick. So kick, attack, extra action, no, because it's fast. Unarmed. Proper unarmed. And it is torso. Oh, wait. Target location is going to add a mod, isn't it?
Yeah, just roll it.
Yeah, we'll know.
Random. Mm-hmm.
So 21 for the push kick, as he attempts to bring his foot up towards this thing's legs and kind of right up into the crotch, tossing it backwards as best he can.
Yep. Body times 3,
Awesome.
was that it?
Yep, so
Or
30.
divided by 3.
Oh, divided by 3.
Yes.
Okay.
So what your body's what?
That makes so much...
Yeah.
Oh, it's 9, actually.
Okay, so he goes back
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. I was going to say, I was like, man, that's a long...
Yeah, so
Like,
how does
if
it
it were a
look as
throw.
you kick this massive thing backwards?
Yeah, Zavis goes in for that blow, and realizing that he needs to kind of make room for Ayla and Eiry to kind of clear out that way, seeing as there's not much space the other direction. He pushes back against this thing, bringing his foot up into its groin, kind of knocking it away as best he can, before he himself kind of stumbles back, panting. Still in quite a good deal of pain from his freshly bandaged wounds, but nonetheless, he'll then go ahead and... I can move 6, so he's going to move right like this to cover Eiry on the way out, without getting too close to the thing.
Okay. Eiry, speaking of, you're up.
Does it look like Zavis is trying to escape or get
He looks like he's trying to... He's leaving.
Yeah, he's called for you guys to get out, and he's definitely covering your ass so that you can get out.
Okay. Eiry will take a shot at this golem first before moving.
Okay.
And this is still in close range, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Yeah, that one.
Ah.
That one misses. Goes
Okay.
wide.
All right. It was only a matter of time. She will, at this point, if they're planning on running, she'll spend some stamina to put in another arrow before she's going to start.
You can
running
move
off.
your speed, whatever that is.
Ooh, it's been a while.
It is 4.
4.
So you can move pretty much right behind Zavis.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, she'll go right there.
Okay. This one steps up and takes a swing at Ayla.
Oh, I'll try to dodge.
Alright, here it comes. Here's the punch.
Oh no, I have a bad feeling.
Oh, I do too. She's not-
Every time I have a bad feeling, something terrible happens.
Stop having your bad feelings.
17, but
It's
the
fine.
damage is not fine. Oh, roll it.
Oh, the damage is very. Oh,
Roll a
just don't roll a 1.
d10. Yeah.
Oh my god! Why did I say
Oh my god.
Fuck.
it?
Oh my god. Okay.
Let's blame Aki.
Okay. What? Do you have any armor
That's
on
fair.
your leg?
I have no.
No.
I have no.
So
Oh,
you take
yeah.
12 damage.
Ooh. Hey, at least it was the leg, and not your face.
Yeah. How
That
does it
would've been
look as it hits you in the leg somehow? You're basically slowed, which doesn't help your reflexes. It smashes into your leg, but it's not. It's not a critical. It just hurts.
So Ayla, she gets swiped in the leg as it dives down, grabbing for, and she hisses and cries out as it digs into her.
Okay. The next one moves to attack Zavis.
Oh no.
Alright, yeah, Zips will go up and try and parry out of the way of this thing, knocking it aside. Oh, defend. Oh, we rolled a fumble. That's not
Go ahead
good.
and roll the.
Let me see. Where's the button again? It's under combat menu, right? Yeah. Criffum. Oof. Yeah, it definitely hits.
8.
Hits pretty good.
8 versus
think that's critical
18.
range,
That
right?
is definitely a critical. That's 10. Let's do that part first.
Say goodbye.
No.
To your boy.
Well,
Proper dead now.
fun. No.
Alright,
stop.
so that's 5 damage just right there. So you're down to 7.
Mhm.
Then he did he hit you in the leg? Okay, so 16 damage. What's your armor on your leg?
Let me see. My armor on my leg is not on this tab. Let me go to my armor. 10.
Okay, so that's
So
down to
there's
6. So you take 3 damage.
She's at 1.
No, you're to 4.
Oh, is he at 4?
Yeah, you were at 12.
Oh, because it's halved then.
But
Okay,
now
I
you need
see.
to roll a critical, a difficult critical,
Yeah.
right there.
Difficult critical. Difficult. You explode and die.
Uh-oh.
Oh, my stomach is in worse condition.
Great. Great.
Oh.
Oh
Okay.
no. 4 points of oh.
Minus 2 to all. He's so fucked.
Oh no.
He's super mega
Oh
dead.
no, I'm so sorry.
Ayla, what would you like to do?
And I'm so sorry for what I'm about to do. Ayla seeing Zavis just so hurt and she in pain. She is going to teleport back to her tower.
Go ahead and
That makes sense.
go ahead and roll your thing.
Alright.
Watch you
Let's
fucking
see.
fumble this.
Oh, shut up! swear to God.
Oh my god, if you do. Oh shit.
Bye-bye.
Did it.
Yeah, how does that look?
So the flesh golem on her leg, as it's torn, she sees Zavis get clawed almost apart by this other flesh golem, Eiry panicking. Ayla turns to the two of them. I'm sorry, you two. I need to fight another day. And she kind of makes a circle with her hands counterclockwise, and behind her a portal forms, and she steps back into it, and with that it instantly closes and shuts.
Zavis.
Does the golem get an attack of op or something?
I don't think that's a thing.
I'm joking. It's fun.
Right, thankfully it's immediate, so she's gone.
Because I could
Oh
fucking
my
imagine.
Yeah, she
God.
zips
That's
away.
still up, right?
What's that? Yeah, you're up. Mhm.
Okay, yeah. He is groaning in pain and about to fall over, and he kind of just there's like a slight shove almost back towards Eiry, and you hear this kind of muddled "oh" as you see blood spill from his mouth, as well as some kind of ichor that you might assume is stomach acid, as he's going to attempt to trip the thing.
Oh, jeez.
I guess that's just fast strike, basically, but it takes up his whole thingy. It's an application. Yeah, still 17. It's not too bad.
Does it say what he rolls for defense? Is it just a normal?
It's just it just replaces an attack, I guess. For some reason, I've never noticed it before, because for some reason it's after the wrestling stuff, but it's not part of the wrestling stuff. But yeah, you attempt to kick the target's leg out from
You
under.
do. Has it look?
Yay! If you succeed, the opponent falls prone.
Yep. You take 2 damage
Alrighty.
as you begin to. Stomach acid just begins to tear up your stomach.
Zavis kind of stumbles back a bit, but still keeping like there, as if he's like ready to fucking go at these things, as he kind of pushes for Eiry to leave.
Ori, what would you like to do?
I think it's 4, isn't it?
Is it 4? Okay, go ahead and make me a stun.
I think
Go
it's
ahead and
4.
make me a stun roll, stun save.
Alright.
You have a -2 because of your spleen.
Yes. Stun death. There we go.
You
Dun, dun,
definitely
dun.
succeed, so you're still up. Okay.
Oh, below 8.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
okay,
you want to be below.
Oh, I was gonna say I thought he was mega dead.
Mhm.
I mean, he's mega dead, but he's he does what he does. Kind of steps back, pushing for Eiry to leave, kind of mumbling "go" as he spits bile and blood up.
Ori, I would say at
He's
this
there.
point you have a free reign to run towards the gate if you would like to.
As her character would not do that. Seeing Zavis in that way, is there anything with the flesh golem prone?
It'll have to.
In that
It'll have to.
brief
It'll have
moment.
to use the action to get up. You can treat his wound if you want.
She'll definitely want to try to do that. And do I roll
You're gonna
first
Yeah, you're
aid?
gonna roll healing hands again.
Healing hand.
So let me look at what that table is. So that was a difficult critical. It takes 6 turns to do this. Just so you know.
Okay. Is there anything in this game that I can use to boost that or no?
Not that
I
I'm.
don't,
Luck.
not for a normal healer.
You
Oh, there's luck.
you can
but
roll luck
that
to
won't speed
help
it
the
up.
roll, but no, it takes 6 turns to patch him up completely.
Okay. Jeez. Okay. Okay. So
You just don't think
I'll
you
go
just
ahead.
don't think you're going to be able to fix it in time for this thing to get up and get on you again.
Okay.
I
So
mean, you'd have to literally open up its stomach and sew it shut
Yeah.
in mid-fight. Yeah.
I mean, he's telling you to leave. He doesn't look like he's gonna make it more than a minute.
I mean, she's still gonna try until the flesh golem gets up. Does the flesh golem look like it's having a hard time? Apart from obviously being prone, like, is it looking like they've taken some chunks out of his health? Or
the one standing in front of you looks pretty whole. He has basically just a couple crossbow bolts in its chest, but it doesn't seem all that injured.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
There ain't no saving it. It's too late now.
Actually,
die.
why don't you make me a courage roll?
Courage.
I think it's
where
courage.
is that?
Let's see.
Empathy? No. Will.
That's a good point,
Will, yeah.
actually. Yeah,
Will,
because I
will.
mean, literally watching everyone die and flee,
Yeah. Mhm.
and the last friend you have is literally dying in front of you as these two things press forward.
You can stay if you want.
Yeah, she's gonna stay. And while out of character, we know this is not gonna be any sort of quick thing. She's going to try.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's
Wow.
definitely a success. Yeah, you begin to put pressure on it and start the process. As you do, the flesh golem gets to its feet, and the other flesh golem begins to clamber over slowly. Their shadows are cast over you as you're kind of hunched over Zavis, trying to heal his wounds, or at least stabilize it. And as they walk forward and their backs kind of block off where the camera's coming from, they keep getting closer and closer as you look up, both of you, and the screen fades to black as this happens.